I shall never have a proper place to actually film in peace. But oh well. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back if you're still in my Resin series that I haven't continued for over a year. Woo! In today's video, we're actually gonna talk about why do I have this in my hand? Why am I featuring this raccoon in my hand? It's not a raccoon, it's like a ball for wind and cancellation and stuff. Oh my god. Resin safety. That's really important when it comes to starting your own resin jewelry brand. If you want to work with resin, you gotta start with investing with the most important thing other than the resin itself is actually safety. Because safety can actually cost you a lot of things like cancer, a lot of problems with your body health, skin cancer, rashes, burns, a lot of things that you don't really want in your body may happen if you don't take care of yourself with using these chemicals. These chemicals will not work with correctly, can actually harm your body for the long-term effect, and some things cannot be reversible, so it's better and best that you take precautions when working with these chemicals. Because at the end of the day, is it really truly worth it to create an earring or a plate or a resin comb that everybody's really into that because of TikTok trends? TikTok, the YouTube algorithm, please take me in. No, but really, everybody's really interested in resin right now because of TikTok, and I get it. It's an amazing, satisfying process to work with. It's sometimes easy to work with if you're just doing basic thing like solid colors. That's not actually that fun. But yeah, if you want to go crazy and do something extraordinary, it's actually pretty fun other than a resin comb. Like, come on, guys. If you want to do it, it's fine by you. But for this, let's get started. These are my 6 tips and advice when it comes to safety and working with resin. For starters, when working with resin, you want to work in an area that is ventilated. Don't start up anything in a locked space or room because you're gonna shuckle yourself with those chemicals, or those chemicals are not gonna flow and leave the area. If you're left with those chemicals and you're stuck with them, it may cause you respiratory problems. I remember when I started in resin my first year, I wasn't even aware about the effects that it could have. And guess what? My first 2 years in college, 2 years? Like, I've been doing resin for about a year and a half right now. But yeah, my first year and a half, I was in a dorm where it was a little cube, literally with no windows, only an air conditioner, a bed, and my table that I worked in resin with. It was just awful because those chemicals were everywhere and it wasn't ventilating enough, and I just had to do resin in the living room, and then the people that I was staying with were like,
holy shit, you're a mess, dude, like, stop.
And I was like, dude, but I gotta do it for the money. And they were like,
dude, but yeah, this is our space and you're like contaminating all of us.
So yeah, if you're gonna work with resin, make sure it's a space where it's, first of all, ventilated and far away from people that don't know that maybe you're working with it or the dangers of the chemicals, because you don't want anybody just casually bring a dog into the house and the dog's be like and just die, and you are like,
holy shit, what the fuck is going on?
And yeah, you don't want that to happen, especially with animals. Animals are like babies. If we can't stand those chemicals, animals like baby dogs or cats are not gonna even withstand it as well. Some people like to actually tapar, like enclose where the resin is actually working with. When they're mixed together, that's when a chemical reaction starts to form the product that is the hard resin. With my second factor, make sure you use gloves. That's better. Now, gloves are very important because when you're mixing or you're working with these chemicals, they might get into your hands. So I use these silicone gloves. You can get them at Amazon or any place that sells silicone gloves. Right now with the COVID-19 going on, it's actually really impossible to find gloves, or gloves are affordable. These were very hard to find and very cha-ching because COVID just inflamed the price tags on everything that had to do with gloves and masks. Bad for you guys that are starting resin right now, and good for the people who are benefiting from just taking more advantage of your safety. Next factor is eye protection, and this is eye protection when it comes to a laboratory when you're going maybe into like college or whatever. They figure this as protection, but you guys are really gonna spend $150 or $400 on your glasses just to get them ruined with resin or anything. It's not worth it. So make sure you have safety goggles or safety glasses, because story time. Me, when this happened, I had this container of resin and it was new. The brand was had like this little cap thing that you're supposed to take on because it's new, so it has to be like sealed so it doesn't spill and do anything. Sure, my dumb ass had it between its legs, so I had it. Let me just demonstrate. I look so stupid. But I had the resin right here, and literally I was like taking the cap while I was like applying pressure, so the thing just my freaking eyes, and it started burning, and the pain was so bad. Luckily, there's always an SDS sheet, that's a safety data sheet, where you can actually see the precautions of what you gotta do when stuff like these happens. Luckily, it was only one of the factors. It was the hardener that came into my eyes. It wasn't the mixed mixture. That would have been worse, I bet. If it were mixed, it would start just literally burning within the hour because resin has a curation time. So when that thing goes into my eyes, it starts literally coming dense and everything. So luckily, that didn't happen. Thank God. But yeah, if that happens to you guys, go straight into the shower, take everything out, go nude, look it upwards, take in that cold water right into your eyes, and just stay there because it relieves the pain. You're gonna stay like that for like 30 minutes until that thing goes away. Don't try to use like eye drops really quickly, maybe the next morning, but not that day because it's gonna burn. Eye protection. Oh my God, that literally lasted a long time with me telling you guys that eye protection is really important. Next up is to always have alcohol around. Right now, I don't have alcohol because I'm not in my studio. It's still being cleared up with the resin fumes and everything. So always have alcohol in your room. It's very important when it comes to spills or anything that it gets into your skin. Just take a paper towel. Have paper towels too. Really important. Paper towel and alcohol, mix them, start taking it off. If you get on top of something or a superficie, make sure you just take a wipe with the alcohol. Wipe it as many times. Use more alcohol if you need to, just to clean it up and clean that mess up. Now, this one, I don't do it, but it's recommended by a lot of people. I don't do it because I live in Puerto Rico. Temperatures are always 90 degrees outside, 100 degrees sometimes. I don't know what degrees they are, but they're really, really, really hot. Cover up. Try to cover up always, all the way up here, all the way, all of this. Your pant area, cover up with clothes that you don't need or you don't like. When it gets into your skin, you can always just apply alcohol, take it off, but that won't always take it off completely if you're still working. That's why if you cover it up, you lessen the chance of getting a chemical burn or any type of accident going into your skin where it can cause any irritations or anything that gets into your skin. You gotta sweat if you're gonna work and gonna make that money, baby.
To look like shmoney.
And the last, and I think it's the most important, it's the most important.
Always have a mask, specifically a respirator.
I cannot even take it off properly. Now, always have a mask, specifically a respirator. Respirators are for this, especially when fumes come in, they can actually filter the air and everything so it doesn't harm you. Don't use those masks or those little disposable masks that people have that are for going out and everything. Oh my God, I have a mask right here. These masks. These aren't the only masks. The ones that are blue as well for going out. Don't use a mask when working with resin. Specifically, when you're working with those fumes, this will filter it. That won't. That would just go into a little socket and you're just gonna still breathe it in, so you're not doing anything. When you're sanding, this one filters the powder, the air, the things. Oh my God, I forgot. The particles that are in the air that are resin, so it doesn't get into your lungs. I got this one. It was from I don't know what it's called, but it was, I think, $80 or $90. Thanks, COVID, for inflating the prices on masks. Everything. So this mask, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I don't know where I got it. I think you can find it on Amazon or the place that I'm gonna link in down below. I don't know the name. This is the name or the article. I could have just said that. Future Carbon, take care of that because editing takes a really long time. But yeah, those are my top 6 factors for resin safety. Don't start resin without these, you guys. This is very important when it comes to working with resin. Like I said, the best investment you can make when having your jewelry or your little resin whatever thing you're going on is safety. Safety will just keep you producing and make you feeling well, make you feeling safe and everything. So please, 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 please invest in safety other than anything than mold sticks, resin, anything. Safety first. Like they say when you're in kindergarten. Safety first, kid. Other than that, that's it, you guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Make sure to leave a little like button. If you don't like it, just make sure to leave a little down button so I know that maybe that's not the type of content. I know you guys want me to vlog. I know, me too, because this resin thing is actually quite boring sometimes. Leave a little like, subscribe, comment if you want anything else. I'm actually paying attention to the comments this time. this time. I may reply to you guys when it comes to having a question, or if you want a video on something in particular. Maybe the next video will cover up the topics on bubbles, on most asked questions from you guys, you know. I don't know what else to say except thank you guys. We're 1,030 of us, and yeah, take care and see you next time, baby. Peace out.
Yeah.